Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. When I was trying to get in the game playing ball, I did a video on this in like 2013. I talked about this. When I was trying to get in the game hooping, I'm talking about playing pro, I'd have played for free. I'd have played for a team, and they wouldn't even have to pay me. The first gig that I got, luckily, they paid probably more than I was even expecting to get paid. But that was because I had an agent. The agent did the negotiation. I didn't know what the hell to negotiate at that point, but I was willing and ready to go do it for free just so I could get in the game, get my foot in the door, and show what I could do. Because that was the whole thing. I'd always understood, even if I couldn't have explained it, I always inherently understood that if you don't have a track record and nobody knows you, you haven't proven anything, that you might have to do some free work, quote unquote free work, to get yourself in the game, get your foot in the door. And when you're doing it that way, it's not even free work, honestly, because that's an investment that you're making in yourself. You giving yourself an opportunity by doing that free work, quote unquote free work, you putting yourself in the game. So really it's just an investment that you're making in yourself to get yourself in the door, when otherwise nobody else they wouldn't even let you in the room if you hadn't done that quote unquote free work. And these days, when I tell people about this, I don't know if it's a generational thing, maybe it's just that everybody is thinking differently. But when you say something like that to people, they'll say something like, well, I don't really want to be working for free. You try and get people to work for free, that ain't fair. People need to get paid for their work. Like, if you're unproven and you ain't done shit, no, you don't deserve anything. You don't deserve to get paid if you unproven. You have no track record and no relationship with whoever you're dealing with. There's nothing, you don't have nothing you can show on paper that proves that you're good. How could you think that you're worth money? You ain't worth anything. You're worthless at that point. When I was trying to get in the game hooping, I was worthless. My name in the professional basketball world was worthless because I had proven nothing at that point. Then once I had proved something, then I could go to somebody and say, look, if you want me to play, here's my resume, here's who I played for last year, here's what I did at this time, here's what I did at this point. I had something that I could put on the table and say, I'm good because look, I did this, this, and this. But before that, I didn't have anything to go off of. I remember when I first started my podcast, there was a guy who came to me. He had been following me from when I was doing basketball stuff. He had said, he sent me an email. He's like, can I work for you for free? And he came very professionally. Like, he didn't even call me Dre. He called me Mr. Baldwin. He had attached his resume. He never addressed me as Dre, always addressed me as Mr. Baldwin. He was very professional the whole time through. And he worked for me for free for like months. I don't remember how many months. But when I first started my podcast, he was the one who was doing the audio editing, this guy. And he was understanding this principle that I'm giving you here, because I didn't know him from anywhere. He had been a follower of mine, but I didn't know him. He hadn't done anything for me to that point. I had no reason to believe that he was good, bad. Again, I had nothing to go off of. And he came to me though, like, can I work for you for free? And I said, look, you come to somebody, ask them, can you work for free? And you at least respectable in your approach, they'll at least give you a chance. They'll at least give you a shot. Like, let me see what you can do. All right, maybe you'll be good, maybe you'll be bad, but if it's free, it ain't costing me nothing, good. Yeah, you might end up being good. I might strike gold with you as an individual. He worked for me for a while, and then he moved on to go do other things. He eventually got to the point where, can you pay me? And we started talking about that. But before we even got to that point, he was like, no, you know what? I changed my mind. I want to do something completely different from this. And he moved on to go do other things. But the point that I'm making is he was willing to put himself out there for free to show that he had game. And I think a lot of people these days don't want to put themselves out there, do any work for free to show that you got game. And then you're wondering why you're not getting an opportunity. I mean, if you look at the internet, look at where you at right now. Wherever you're watching this video, I'm 99% sure that you didn't pay to watch this. I either put this up on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, what's the other one? Whatever. For free for you to watch it. And why do I do that? Why do I put this thing up here for free? There's a couple reasons. One is that I get to get better at formulating my thoughts and getting clear on my perspectives and practice going off the top, because I do these videos off the top. I don't have a script or anything like that. I just think of an idea and start talking. But also is for you to see, all right, this dude, Dre Baldwin, who maybe you never heard of me before. This might be the first video of mine you ever seen. Maybe you've seen 1,000 of my videos. and you have bought in. You're like, yo, this dude is actually good, or you're listening right now to see, let me see what I think about this guy. Maybe I'll watch another one. Maybe I'll delete this dude and block him so I never hear his voice again. But I'm putting it out there for free for you to sample the product. It's for you to test the product and see, like, is this any good? They say, because I don't have any real life experience in this, but they say, I read this in the 50th Law, 50 Cent talked about when he was in the streets hustling, he would put out a tester. And if any of you ever watched The Wire, they would show them doing this. They put out testers. Whenever they got a new package of drugs, they would go to a couple of drug fiends who are well known for giving honest opinions, and they would let the drug fiend test. They give them a small sample of these new drugs, let them test it out, the cocaine or the heroin, whatever it was, test this out and tell me, is this product any good? And if the product was good, that drug fiend will go out into the streets to the other drug fiends and let them know, like, yo, such and such got some real good drugs. Y'all need, if y'all gonna buy some more of whatever you taking, you need to go get it from him because he got the best product right now. So that would help. So first of all, the fiend would become like the maven. They're the person with the information. Now everybody knows they're connected in the streets. That's what they get out of it. And they got some free drugs. They got a free high. The other fiends in the street, they know that now they got the right information as to where to buy drugs from, because you got all these drug dealers competing, all saying that their stuff is great. And the drug dealer, now they look good because now they got some free marketing and publicity, because they let one person test and that person knows everybody, and they go spread the word, and now they're going to get all this business selling their products. So everybody gets what they want when somebody puts themselves out for free. They put their product out for free, work for free, and it's good. If you're actually good, then this helps everybody. You help the person that you're working for. You help yourself because you got yourself on. You help yourself in confidence because now you know you got a good product or good service that you can offer in the marketplace. Everybody wins when somebody's willing to put themselves out for free to prove that they're good and they actually end up good. Now, what if you end up garbage? That helps too, because the person that you were helping, they can see, okay, now I see that you don't really have what I need, but I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the idea. I appreciate the fact that you wanted to put yourself out there in the first place, even though it didn't work out. You help yourself in seeing that, all right, maybe I wasn't the right fit for this job, but at least I gave it a shot. You build your own confidence, and now you can move on to the next thing. Now you're more confident going to the next one, making the same offer. Maybe it was just the wrong industry. Maybe it was the wrong employer. Maybe you just messed up on some project that they gave you, whatever, but you got the confidence to go try it again the next time that you go up. But the bottom line is, if you're unknown, if you're unproven, when you have no resume, and when you have nothing behind your name that says you're somebody, you must be willing. You must be humble enough. It's a word that I don't even throw around too often. Humble enough to understand that you have no leverage to negotiate and tell anybody that they got to pay you, or you deserve such and such, or it doesn't make sense for you to work for free. People have this stigma attached to the phrase working for free as if it's beneath them. Well, if you ain't got no resume, nothing's beneath you until you get a resume. And you know what the quickest way is to get a resume? Work for free, because damn near anybody will accept an offer of someone working for free. So there's plenty of opportunity for you to do it. And if you're actually good, then now you got a resume. All right, I worked for this dude for 6 months, did his podcast. I got a resume. I put out 100 videos on YouTube, and you see the people who watched it. Here's some feedback. Here's some of the comments, the positive comments. Now you got a resume. You have a resume just by putting your stuff out for free. So if you are a person out there these days who's trying to get into the game in any particular industry, but you don't have a resume right now, and nobody's really giving you a shot, that's not the industry's fault. It's not bad luck. It's not people hating on you. It's your lack of initiative in building your resume, because to build a resume don't cost no money. To build it does take time. It does take energy. It does take effort, but it doesn't cost money. All you got to do is go do the work for free. Be good first. Do the work for free. Get everything that you do on your resume, and now you got something. That's the same thing anybody does on the internet. You see somebody offering something for free on the internet, get my free 5 tips to this, get my free book, just take care of the shipping, get my free video series. What are they doing? They're building a resume in your mind that they're good. So when they offer you something for sale, you got a reason to believe that it's probably good because you tested out the free thing already. That's the way it works. That's the way it works in any business, any industry, for any person. Work on your game.